You said, thank God I have the support group around me. Well, I have a support group around me, and I can't wait for you to see them because they're really pissed off at that video you uploaded for multiple reasons. Good luck, Ethan, because you're going to need it.
Yeah, baloney, ballin' on the rim, you could call it Kobe. Up out my face, quit acting like you know me. I came from the struggle, I'll get you out the muscle. Y'all know who it is. It is your boy, ItsAGW, and today we are hold on, I got it on the wrong clip. Hey, listen, the grind don't stop, bro. Daily uploads every single day. Probably the first time I ever put drama alert on my channel. But speaking of drama alert and daily grinds, bro, listen. If you haven't subscribed already, we're on the road to 200 subscribers. Go ahead and hit that subscribe. But listen, if you do enjoy these type of videos, make sure you hit that like button.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation and everyone else that's going to see this video? This is not a Drama Alert video. This is not a news video. I'm making a video today responding to a video that was uploaded yesterday by H3h3, where he accused me of various things that can be proved wrong, completely out of context, just plain wrong. But the most damning thing that he accused me of is killing Etika. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Everything else he said in that...
You mean to tell you killed Etika? Now we got to hear about this. We got to listen. I'm super glad I reacted to this. I gotta figure out what's going on, man. Now, if y'all don't know who Etika is, bro, Etika was he's one of the highest streamers. He used to be. Turned out the dude had depression and he killed himself. That's what I heard. Listen, the story, there's always more to the story. We just don't know about it. I try to put this in y'all head every single time, bro. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my brother used to watch him and he was pretty sad when he passed away. And I mean, nobody I know really passed away. Like, there ain't no person I watch that has passed away yet. But if there was, I'd be pretty upset too. And if I found out that he's the reason of it, I'd be pretty upset. I'd unsubscribe so quickly. But I understand why he want to upload a video like this. Let me see. It's titled H3h3 Lies. This got to be some fire.
That video, I will be responding in a separate video, but I want to focus on this because it's just, you'd have to be the biggest scumbag in the world to try to pin another man's suicide on another person because of an internet beef that me and you are having, which we've been having for quite some time, and I'll explain all of that too.
That's how
but to get into it, the basis of this whole Keemstar killed Etika is the interview that I did with Etika and some tasteless tweets that I put out. But more than anything, the interview is what gets the most attention in this situation because a segment of what I said to Etika.
Hold on. First thing first, let's say 2018 or 2019. Either way, that's years ago, bro. Why is it now? Didn't that dude pass away a very long time ago? No offense to Etika and his fans or anything like that. I don't want no type of hate from Etika fans. But then he passed away a long time ago. Why all of a sudden now? I don't know. I'm gonna figure out what's going on.
And what transpired. We'll get into that. But before we do, first, I want to share a statement from Etika's own mother who texted me this. Hello, Keemstar. This is Etika's mother responding to you to address the recent threats and accusations that you received in relation to his death. I wish to inform Etika fans, friends, and viewers that Keemstar is not responsible for Etika's passing and should not be held accountable for my son's actions. Etika loved Keemstar's show and wanted to make his appearance both memorable and exciting. My son's goal was to make the segment as dramatic and entertaining as possible, not to use it as a vehicle of hatred towards the show's host and creator. Spread love and goodwill instead of passing judgment. What's truly needed is a much better platform supporting mental health awareness throughout the world. Please build up your online community with kindness instead of recklessly breaking each other down. In God we trust, you will take these blessings I send out to you. And I must admit, when I got that text message, I just completely fell apart. That is exactly what I needed when I needed it. Grieving with Etika's passing and then having some of these people online blaming me for his passing. So Etika's mom, thank you so much for sending that to me. She didn't send that to me yesterday or today. She sent that to me a few days after the passing of Etika. Also, I'd like to read some statements that were put out yesterday on Twitter by Etika's past girlfriend. He tweeted in response to H3h3's video, Really sad to see people blaming Keemstar again. He was in no way responsible for Attica's actions. Let's think about it some more. One of Attica's goals was to be on Dromler because he respected that man. They were friendly behind the scenes. Desmond was actually unwell, sick. So in short, I understand that Keem's past makes it really hard for others to change that opinion. So don't go thinking I'm trying to make a divide between those who like and unlike him. This is just my take on the situation. This is the most difficult conversation to have. That's absolutely right. This is a difficult conversation to have. This is ridiculous, and we shouldn't be engaging in this whole thing. I shouldn't be forced to respond to this. Attica's death shouldn't be used as a pawn to beat me in this feud that we have, H3h3.
And listen, I want to say something so bad, but I don't want to get any type of hate from any type of fans. I don't want to get hate from Attica fans. I don't want to get hate from Keemstar fans, and I don't want to get hate from H3h3 fans. But here's my opinion. How can he be responsible for his death if he did suicide? Like, did he kill himself? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? So how you gonna... Again, I do not want any type of hate from H3h3 fans, Keemstar fans, or Attica fans. He killed... Nobody can make you kill... Let's keep watching, bro. Let's keep watching.
H3, you really crossed the line. Now, after Attica's past girlfriend, Alice, made these tweets, H3h3 fans started attacking her and harassing her to the point where she had to go private. She DM'd me saying that she had to delete everything because they were spamming some really inappropriate stuff to her, but she said that I could use the screenshots. And I said, no problem, H3h3 fans can be the worst. But keep in mind, during this whole Attica situation that was going down where a man actually lost his life, there were moments where I said some stuff that was completely stupid and wrong, and they're all over. Everyone shared them, but I did not kill this man. Attica's girlfriend also said this: please don't think that I'm trying to absolve Keem of the wild shit he said. And then apparently people accused her, but when she came out with these statements, of being paid off. In H3h3's video, he showed a lot of these tweets painting a picture that I didn't care about Attica at all, that I simply just wanted to use this as a spectacle to get as many views as possible. Like, that was the whole image that he put forth. He even found some tweet where I acknowledged that he was in a certain mental hospital. He even found a tweet and made this point in his video that I doxed the mental hospital that Attica was at. But for H3h3 to find this tweet, he would have had to go to my Twitter. He would have had to hit advanced search, right? Put the user Keemstar in and then put in Attica and see all the tweets that I've ever made about Attica. And if you do that, you actually get full context. On October 25th, I said I was really worried about Attica. If you see this, I want you to know that you're an amazing entertainer and thousands are counting on you to be here to entertain them. You have purpose. This was after he made a Reddit post that made it seem like he was going to commit suicide. And then he was gone. He was gone for a couple days, then came back, started streaming, and it just seemed like something was off. I tweeted out, I actually like Attica. I don't think he's evil like Fuzi, but he's definitely manic as fuck. Quoting, he actually acts like this, because that's what all of his fans were saying. I said, nah, not like this. At this point, I actually thought something was seriously wrong. But if you are a fan of Attica, if you watch Attica, if you watched his streams, Attica, the entertainer, was very, very close to Attica, the guy acting not right. They were so close to each other that it was so hard for the fans and even myself to figure out through all these different outbursts that were happening over and over and over again. It wasn't one incident, it was multiple incidents. If he was actually losing his mind or if this was a publicity stunt, because he made it really seem like it was a publicity stunt. H3h3 didn't include the tweets of me saying stay healthy. Or how after the interview, I seen a clip of him on his stream and he seemed like he was doing much better. And I said,
they always pray for your downfall, bro. He looked for all the negative tweets, but not the positive tweets. And the thing is, like I've said before, I don't know if y'all really watch my reaction videos, but understand this. Behind the camera, it is not what it is, bro. It's never, listen, the grass ain't never greener on the other side, bro. I try to say it the best way I can.
Whatever you're doing, stick with it. H3h3 saw these tweets, but none of these tweets were included because it doesn't push the narrative that he wants to push that I killed Attica. We were going back and forth. Me and Attica's fans were going back and forth. Whether or not to believe that he was in trouble or to believe that this was a publicity stunt. And it got to the point where all of his fans were spamming clown emojis at him, calling him a clown because they did not believe that there was a mental issue. They believed that it was a publicity stunt. And I talked to the man. I talked to the man on the phone, and he would be completely calm. He would talk about the numbers, the subs. He asked me once about getting verified, and he thought because he did this one publicity stunt where, you know, they broke into the door and took him to the mental hospital, that, you know, now there were these articles on him and maybe he could get verified. That's the conversation we had. And keep in mind, from an internet's perspective, he was taken in handcuffs to a hospital and they let him out hours later. I'm not a doctor. You know, all of us on the internet are thinking at this time that this is a publicity stunt. Before I did the interview with Attica, when we were speaking privately, we were talking about the man's career. We were talking about the fact that there were these articles, the fact that he was trending worldwide. But then once I turned the cameras on and I hit record, he immediately goes into Attica the Entertainer. Before Attica committed suicide, he left a video online where he says this.
You know, I wasn't suicidal before. I really wasn't. But one thing I didn't realize was that the walls were closing around me so fast. I really had no intention of killing myself, but I would always push it too far. I guess I am mentally ill.
Attica was so confident and so convincing that, like, it made it impossible to know if there was a problem or not. And I kept flip-flopping along with his fan base back and forth. He's got a problem. No, this is just a character. No, he's just acting it up. That's what I was caught in along with his fans. Also, in Attica's final video, he literally said this about me. Roll it.
Keemstar, I wish you the best, my nigga.
Yeah, Attica was a huge Drama Alert fan. Him coming on this show meant so much to him. And when he came on, he wanted to put on a performance, and that's the way I saw it. But in that interview, and the most damning thing against me is a clip.
But that offended me. I don't know why, but that really offended me. I don't like the way he said that. I don't like the way he said that at all. I'm gonna let it slide, bro. I'm gonna let it slide.
That's taken completely out of context, where I'm talking about simulation theory, and well, I say this. Roll it.
Think about that statement. There are no coincidences in my world.
Because
everything happens for a reason.
Because it's all planned. It's all been pre-designed.
Everything. It's all predestined, Keemstar.
But
everything you've done up until this point.
But the scariest thing about thinking that the world is a simulation and it's predestined and all that is then there's no reason to live. Why not?
Why do you fear death?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's scary because if you really think about it, then why live? Just jump off a cliff. If it's just a simulation, who cares?
Yes, I said that. I said that to Attica. But why did I say it to him? Because I was trying to explain to him that believing that this world is not real, believing that this world is a simulation, could put you in harm's way, could put you in danger. If you don't think this is real, then why live? You have to believe that this is real. You can't believe that this is a simulation. I wanted to put that warning out there. I was trying to help. I battle with these things to this day. But for H3h3 to accuse me of killing him, which you definitely did. I know you put out tweets, and I most certainly did not blame Keemstar for Attica's death. I think he created an extremely toxic environment for him and others. You definitely did accuse me. You implied it. You more than implied it. In fact, one person responded, I believe you said almost verbatim, it's really interesting that just a few months after Keem talked to Attica about jumping off a cliff, Attica jumped off a bridge to his death. Homie, you more than implied that Keem was responsible for what happened to Attica.
Keemstar's greatest moment comes when he asks Attica in a manic state, why doesn't he just jump off a cliff?
If you really think about it, then why live? Just jump off a cliff. Just jump off a cliff. If it's just a simulation, who cares?
Of course, hypothetical.
You are a piece of garbage. Garbage. And on top of it, you're a fucking hypocrite. You go on through your videos saying, you know, about all this mental health, and Keemstar had a lot of bad takes, which I did. Trust me, I had a lot of bad takes about mental health, and my opinions have changed throughout the years. But then, as you act on your high horse, you completely forget when FouseyTube was having his mental breakdown, you did a whole podcast roasting him over it.
Is he, I mean, I can't tell if he's just like cracked out.
Hey, listen, I have no idea what bro, to this day, I hear his name so much, I don't know who is Fousey, bro. Maybe tomorrow somebody might tell me who Fousey is, but I have no clue who Fousey is. I heard he was really excited to meet Drake or something, and he did something really crazy to meet Drake. That's what I heard about him, but I don't know who this dude is. I think he used to put the camera up to his face or something like that. It was a long, like, listen, this was a long time ago when I actually like saw one of his videos, very long time ago. But I don't really find him entertaining. He's very weird. He got a bald head. No offense, no offense to my subscribers that got bald heads. We on the road to 200 subscribers. Don't get offended and unsubscribe.
No.
Or if he's just on a manic rampage.
I think, it seems very manic.
Yeah.
It seems very manic.
Training bra. You've got a training bra on for some luscious breasts you've been growing. I mean, look at this frame. Dude, this is straight out of like a horror movie. Like, are you in my basement right now, Fousey? You might be thinking to yourself, he's like over him. Drake's sleeping in his bed. Fousey's like hovering over him. You might think this is a little strange, Drake. But this is God's plan for me to murder you right now.
God's
Clearly
plan.
acting's not working out for you,
copyright.
dog. That was a pretty corny read.
Hypocrite. You've always been a goddamn hypocrite. You used to call me out for making Jake Paul videos when you made Jake Paul videos. The other day, you tried to roast me on Twitter like a month ago. You tried to roast me for my hoodie. You said I looked like a 12-year-old. And then the whole internet had to remind you and roast you. This is how you dress. It was just absolutely hilarious. It's always a big swing and a miss, and this entire video is a big swing and a miss. In fact, in the next video, I'm going to address every single other bull taken out of context. I'm going to address you literally turning the guy who swatted me and swatted my mods on stream into a victim, which one of the best researchers on the whole goddamn YouTube, the platform is Gamer for Mars, who literally DM'd me this. In disbelief that you use that. I'm going to address every single thing. And another thing you did in this video is an absolute first for YouTube. You went after my sponsors. If you think the YouTube community is happy with you right now, you got to be out of your mind. You have ushered in this new era where people that have beefs on each other go after their sponsors. Like, this has never happened before, but it's happening now. And you did that. You started this. And because of all the hate that G Fuel
I'm sick and tired of you staring at me, bro. Stop staring at me. You still staring? I'm just playing, bro. Y'all make me nervous.
got from your stupid video, I got in contact with them. I'm no longer with G Fuel anymore. I walked away. They don't deserve to have hate because of our beef. Attica's fans don't need to relive this. It's always lies, deception, manipulation, clips out of context, spinning a fucking narrative that just isn't true. Towards the end of your video, you act like a victim. Like, oh, the big bad Keemstar has been...
Bro, ain't no way I can put this on YouTube. He is full on cussing. This is crazy. This dude is going. I ain't never seen this dude. I've been watching this dude for at least 3 years, bro. Most of my information I've gotten from him.
Clips out of context, spinning a narrative that just isn't true. Towards the end of your video, you act like a victim. Like, oh, the big bad Keemstar has been after me forever and it's had a huge toll on my mental health. You said, thank God I have the support group around me. Well, I have a support group around me, and I can't wait for you to see them because they're really pissed off at that video you uploaded for multiple reasons. Good luck, Ethan, because you're going to need it.
That's how we ended the video? God. Man. go ahead. Oh snap! Hold on. First thing first. I don't know if I stopped recording or not, but this is getting a whole lot of dislikes. A whole lot of dislikes. 39,000. Go to my. Oh my goodness. Comment section is toxic. His comment section is very, very toxic. There's someone in the comment section claiming to be Mr. Beast. Bro, he said that his sponsor for G Fuel has been revoked, bro. That is unbelievable. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I'm very speechless, bro. This is moving me a lot. I try to cut the video very short. And like I said, that's gonna be the end of this video. I know I talked a lot. I talked. There's way too much talk in this video. But as always, man, it is your boy H3h3, and I'm out, man.